Welcome to the Peak Leadership video training series. I'm happy to have you as part of this program. During these videos, you will learn what's expected of you, how to complete the program, as well as where to go for assistance. And that's part of my role. I'll be your host. My name is Catherine Warren. I'll be walking you through these 4 videos. In this video, you're going to be learning about sessions, how to complete them, and how to use the experience. So the sessions are comprised of 3 pillars. Leadership is a very broad topic, so we wanted to make sure that we focused it. So the 3 pillars are teams, communication, and of course, self. You have to complete 1 session in each of these pillars, and you have several sessions to choose from. To find out more details on each session and figuring out which session is right for you, I advise you to look at our schedule of sessions, which includes our learning objectives. This will give you the best indication on whether that session is right for you. Now, these can be found through the schedule of sessions that can be found on the Desire to Learn website. Ask the speaker questions. They're here to help you learn. My recommendation is if you want to connect with the speaker, the best way is to offer your business card to them. If they want to connect with you, then they will share their business card with you. One thing to note is that you are never, ever to ask the speaker for a job. This is not the desire of the program. It's not the purpose of the program. Use the experience. Connect with other peak leaders. This is really important because this is going to be your network going forward in the professional world. At this point, you're probably wondering, how do I get started? How do I register for sessions?
A couple things first. Registration opens after the kickoff event at 8 p.m. Now make sure that you don't start registering sessions before this time because you'll automatically get kicked out of any sessions that you signed up for. So make sure that you start signing up for sessions after the kickoff event at 8 p.m. You'll have a week to sign up for your 3 sessions that you'd like to attend. After a week, then you can sign up for additional sessions. This is to ensure that everybody gets their minimum 3 sessions that they would like to attend.
So now we're ready to start figuring out what sessions we want to register for. So here's the homepage for the Peak Leadership. So we're going to click on Content. We're going to select Leadership Sessions. And from there, it gives us all the different options for leadership sessions. So before I mentioned about dates, so the summary is where you would find all the listed dates. When you can start registering, when it will be open for additional sessions, tips, and also it covers what if all the spots are taken and if you need to cancel your session. So all of this is covered for your information, and you can always go to this at any time. But we want to register for the sessions, so we're going to figure out which sessions we want to register first. So we're going to go to Schedule a Session. So we're going to click here. And this is just an example, not necessarily the ones that we're doing this year, but you can see all the different sessions that we're offering. And you would need to pick one in each of these categories. So you can do it a couple of ways. Through the title, but what I would recommend is a little bit more helpful is under session booklet, which is right here. It covers who the speaker is. It also covers the learning objectives. So that part is really key because that's going to give you a really good indication of what's going to be covered during that session and what you're going to be walking away with. Because sometimes the titles don't necessarily articulate everything that's going to be covered during the session. So that's your best indication. The other thing that I should mention is when you're figuring out what sessions you'd like to register for, make sure that you're spreading it out, giving yourself lots of time. You don't want to be having 2 sessions in 1 week where you also have 3 midterms, 2 class projects to do that week. You're not going to be setting up yourself for success. So just bear that in mind when you're figuring out which sessions to book for, as well as they also start at different days and different times, and they're also different lengths. So bear that in mind too when you're booking the session, because our sessions go usually anywhere from 1 hour to 4 hours, depending on the session. So say for instance, we've already looked at the session booklet. We've decided that we want to book for building high-performing teams. So we're going to go to back to leadership sessions, and we're going to register for sessions. One thing I just want to note is that some of our speakers allow us to record them, the voice recording. So podcasts are available here for any of the speakers. So if you aren't able to go to that particular session and the speaker has said that we can record them, they'll be here. But we want to register for our sessions. So we're going to click here. So we want to book for building high-performing teams. So we're going to click here. And all of our events are password protected. So our password is leadership. So we'll put in that. And then it gives you all the event details. So it covers the learning objectives, the speaker's bio, as well as date and time. So you just want to make sure that everything is good to go. Once you confirm that, then you can go ahead and register. So you'll put all your information in the fields, and you'll note here it says ticket and event info will be sent here. So whatever email is best for you, put that one in, as well as you want to make sure that the email that you're putting in, you check as soon as you do this, because sometimes it can go to your spam or junk mail, and you want to make sure that reminder emails get sent to your inbox as opposed to your junk mail, because in addition to the confirmation email, you'll also get a 48-hour reminder email before the session is scheduled to happen. So we'll complete the registration, and now we're registered. It's that easy.
Next is session expectations. So there's 4 areas that I have expectations of all of my peak leaders. First is attendance. You all are adults, so I expect you to arrive on time for all the sessions, as well as attending the entire session. Now, we realize that things come up, and sometimes you have to cancel your sessions. So later in the video, I'm going to be talking about how you can cancel your session, but always remember that if you cancel a session in one pillar, you're going to have to make up for it, and so you'll have to sign up for another session in that particular pillar. And the second component is signing in. This part is really important because this verifies that you are actually at the session. There are quite a few peak leaders, and so this enables us to track everyone being at the session. Also, there's a thank you card. All of our speakers are volunteers, so they're doing this out of their own time. So this is really important because it gives a personal touch to these volunteers that really speaks to them. And I've often gone to their offices and seen those thank you letters on their bulletin board or on their desk. It's something that they really treasure. So if there is something that the speaker said that you really resonated with you and you want to express that to the speaker, seek out our thank you card and make sure that you write your comments. And now the fourth component is presenting yourself. Now you're probably wondering, well, I'm a student, why is it important to present myself? If you want to be successful, you have to show the right image. People in 20 to 30 seconds will make an automatic judgment about you, what type of person you are, if they want to interact with you, if they want to sit next to you. And so this is particularly important because as a student, you're starting to define your own professional image, and you're taking a proactive approach because you're going to be talking to CEOs, VPs, and a variety of other individuals who can shape your career. So make sure that when you're showing up to sessions or any of our events, that you're presenting yourself in the manner that you would like. Now, if I during these videos showed up in Lululemon pants and a tank top, you probably would not have taken me as seriously as opposed to the way that I'm dressing today. So in regards to what you should wear for sessions, generally speaking, we recommend business casual. So business casual means slacks or dress pants. For girls, obviously a skirt, and for tops, it can be a blouse, a collared shirt, anything of that sort. And if you're unclear of what that image is projecting, feel free to pop by our office and just chat with us about getting some feedback around that.